Hey guys, this is Drifter, and today I'm doing a dual commentary with a Dutch commentator, ShotElite. Say what's up.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is ShotElite, also Raoul. That's my real name. Um, as Drifter told, I'm a Dutch commentator. I make English and Dutch commentaries for my subscribers. And yeah, today I'm playing Domination regular on fighting range. I'm playing with the ARC Extended Max, and I'm going to town with it.
Got off to a rough start right there, but I do like the AUG extended mats because the AUG is one of the statistically superior weapons in this game. I tend to like it in most games that I play. I don't know what it is. The AUG just feels right for me. And in this game, extended mags is a pretty good attachment because you can spray and pray, and you're using scavenger there, which is good. And I like the iron sights and pretty much everything you
Yeah,
got going on here.
yeah, I like the iron sights too. I never have a red dot sight or a reflex sight on it. Sometimes I have an ACOG because I like its
See, I would
yeah,
agree with you there too because it has a unique ACOG sight, the one with the little dot. I think it works better than most of the other ACOG sights in this game.
yeah, I agree.
So we had a couple of topics to talk about today that was a little bit different from average. First up, we're going to be talking about language education and Shot Elite. Would you like to take it from there?
I would really like that. I'm from Holland. My English isn't the best you might have ever heard, but my English teacher, she always disapproves it when I talk American English than just regular English, in the sense of would you like a cup of tea, and then that's what she teaches me, and yeah, she really not likes it when I use the American.
How would American English difference? Would you like a Coke? You want a hamburger? That sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's kind of unusual. Are they training you? Because I always get the sense from this. Unfortunately, there's very little language education in the U.S., or it's not
Yeah.
important, which is very. We'll get back to that. But are they training you for fluency in a British workplace, or are they training you more for international relations with the U.S., or is it?
No, they're really training me for English educational things. When I had to wrote a letter as a test for a grade, I didn't had a good grade for it because I had some American words on it, and she told me that was not how I'm supposed to write a letter to an English person.
Well, I guess it would be a little bit bad if you were writing a letter to an Englishman and you sounded American. I suppose they might not like that very much for whatever reason. Sometimes they're a little bit picky, which is a little bit unusual because I have a whole lot of English subscribers in Irish and Scottish, and a lot
Yeah,
of subscribers from all over Europe, actually. I would only wager that maybe 60% of my subscribers are actually American, which surprised me quite a lot.
yeah, that's probably because like in my case, I do Dutch commentaries. I'm the second or third guy who started doing Dutch commentaries. And for the people that are like 13, 12, from countries like the Netherlands or Germany, they don't speak English very well and they often don't understand it. So it's really, yeah, it's really useful that, for them to, uh, if there is a commentator, to do it in their language, like I do for Dutch people.
Oh yeah, and even if you're not young, even no matter what age you are, it's just more comfortable that way to listen to somebody talk about gaming in the same language that they're likely to play gaming in. Or maybe not. I guess when you get online, it's just completely dominated by Americans and British.
Yeah, there are a lot of other people though. I do get a lot of yeah, I play against a lot of European players, but that's maybe because the Xbox has that. I don't know that for sure. I'm
It
pretty new to
does.
the Xbox.
The Xbox tries to match you regionally to well, to an certain extent, at least lock within countries and native languages, and the time zones take care of that in and of itself. Because largely the time
Yeah,
that you're playing isn't a very popular time for Americans to play. A little bit more popular for British, but not so much for Americans.
yeah, I understand that.
But okay, one of the things I wanted to talk about, it's kind of sad, and I'm actually kind of part of the problem myself. I only speak one language, which is regrettable. Leet, unfortunately, is not a language, but a language education in the United States is not often an important thing in school. we don't start language education in most places until high school, ninth, 10th
Yeah,
grade. That's ages 14, 15, something like
yeah,
that. And it's usually something like Spanish, and not necessarily proper Spanish, but something more akin to Mexican Spanish, or occasionally German, but that one's a little bit more rare. The education isn't full language fluency; it's more of a crash course in vocabulary. There are schools that do a much better jobs than this, but by and large, it's just not important here. And I think that's really sad because we miss out on a lot not being bilingual. And kind of like at the age I'm at now, if I can learn another language, I can learn to read the language, learn the grammar and everything. But at the age I'm at, it will be
yeah.
impossible for me to speak it without having a horrible, stupid, thick American accent.
Yeah, in my school, for example, you can choose a couple of languages you have to follow through, and of course, Dutch and English because they're really important. But also, I have Spanish and German, and I can choose for French, but I don't don't like that language. I can't speak it, and I never had good grades for it.
So wait, how many languages do you have to follow?
Four, you can follow three, but not with my with
Okay,
yeah.
so you have to do four languages. Do you have to be proficient in all four, or is it you focus on one or two and you get a crash course in the others?
No, you have to focus on three or four. English and Dutch, they're necessary. You have to do them. You can choose from Spanish, French, and German. But like in my class, there are a couple of different classes, and my class has to pick two. I picked Dutch, no, wait, German and Spanish, and others picked German and French and or German or Spanish and French. Yeah,
See, I think that's a really great thing because you learn a lot about different cultures and it helps you a lot later in life. Whereas if you came and traveled to America, you could probably get along just fine right here. If I traveled to Holland, I would look like a 3-year-old lost without his mother. I would just be so out of place,
yeah.
and I would have to depend on the kindness of strangers who happen to have learned English in school to get me by.
Yeah, but because you must have English here in Holland, everybody speaks it, and Amsterdam is really a city for tourists, and everybody there speaks English. And sometimes when you're like in the middle of it, there are more people who speak a non-Dutch language than than Dutch.
See, Amsterdam, the most that I know about that city is that's the place where most drugs and prostitution is legal.
Yeah, that's correct. Sometimes my sis lives in Amsterdam, and I once rode on a ride on a bike with her to her house from the station, and we biked through that street, and it smelled like drugs, and it was really bad. But I kind of like the smell of it.
Well, of course you like the smell of it. You were getting high. You were getting
Yeah,
secondhand high off the street.
that's probably it.
It's because
Yeah,
I
that
used to
must be
have
it.
some friends. They would do some shit like they would smoke. I didn't smoke pot, but they would try really hard to just get in a situation, try to be stuck in the room and try and hotbox me. And I'm like, come on, guys, I'm not that dumb. I'm not baked right now. I can see through this.
Yeah, yeah. Some drugs aren't dangerous; they're just fun. I use it sometimes with friends, and never do it with alcohol.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, you
You
see,
have to
something
choose.
like that, alcohol here is largely legal after a certain age, but something like marijuana, what you're talking about, if I had in my possession more than a couple of ounces of marijuana, it would, I
Yeah.
don't know what, it depends on state by state, it would count as intent to sell, and that would mean that I would go to jail for somewhere around 10 years and probably get raped and beaten to death.
Yeah,
And
here for both of them you have to be 16 and then you can legally use them.
see, that's the kind of laws that I say we need here. I don't even use either one of them, but it doesn't make sense to put somebody in jail for a huge
Yeah.
portion of their life for a relatively minor offense like that, or even that it should be an offense to begin with. Oh, I think
Yeah.
we're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time. The gameplay is over. I hope you guys liked the commentary of me and Drifter, and if you so, please check out my channel, and
Yeah, or check out my channel.
yeah, if you see this on my channel.
See y'all later.
Bye guys.